The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets. The reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online. For our daily social media minute, we're joined by Erica via Zoom. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you too.
All right, so here's an analysis that turns heads because it looks and reads like a phenomenon from vacation to separation. That's right. During peak summer vacation time, it seems summer divorce rates really do climb, and the numbers are staggering, frankly.
Yeah, I want to hear your take on this as well as our listeners, actually. It seems like across the world, summer is becoming the peak season for divorce. Are you surprised?
A little bit.
Yeah, so experts are calling it a summer divorce phenomenon. It's a seasonal trend, it seems, where long simmering marital tensions boil over during the vacation months. Now, according to data from the US-based divorce support app Split Up, global Google searches for the term divorce lawyer skyrocketed by 4,950% in the past 3 months alone. In June of last year, searches for divorce lawyer reached around 30,000, which is up 13% from just a few months ago in January.
You know, initial thought was, for me, summer vacation equals relaxation, but that's also because I have really chill in-laws. I guess because during the pandemic, what we learned in South Korea is too much family obligation actually encourages divorces, which is why after Chuseok, a normal Chuseok holiday, you would see a similar trend in South Korea. But during the pandemic, when those obligations are dropped, per our keep our distance from everyone order, divorce rates dropped. So maybe it has something to do with that. But anyway, that's just me guessing in the dark. What can be the real reason for the significant uptick in the number of searches for the term divorce lawyer during summer vacation?
Okay, so this is one opinion from one psychologist in the U.S. His name is Daniel Posey. Now, Dr. Posey says seasonal brain chemistry may be playing a role in this phenomenon. He says that longer daylight hours and increased physical activity in the summertime can intensify emotions and spark a deeper desire for independence in people, both of which may prompt people to reassess their relationship with their spouses.
I think I assume the inverse of that, which is we're relaxed, so we're more forgiving towards our partners and family members. What else?
Summer also provides logistical advantages for divorce, apparently, because children, for instance, are out of school. It's their summer break. And many couples find it easier to navigate divorce proceedings without disrupting their children's academic year. The break also allows more flexibility and space for emotional processing, which some see as a more compassionate time to make these types of decisions.
Compassionate. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's I think not just shocking for me, but for a lot of our listeners too, because I don't think we obviously put the two and two together, which is why this summer divorce phenomenon turns heads. Where is this trend being observed, Erica?
Yeah, so Split Up says similar seasonal spikes in divorce have been observed, or an interest in divorce have been observed in countries like the United States, the UK, Canada, Singapore, and South Africa. So it's across all continents of the world, which suggests a growing global pattern, not just a seasonal coincidence. The company emphasized that the trend reflects a worldwide shift toward reassessing personal relationships.
Reassessments are good, but I mean, these numbers are insane, Erica.
Right?
Google searches for the term divorcer, in case our listeners miss it, skyrocketed by almost 5,000% in the past 3 months alone. You see a correlation there. Does the same trend apply to Korea?
Interestingly, no, actually. South Korea seems to be telling a different kind of story. So here, divorces still tend to spike not during the summer months, but after major holidays, particularly Chuseok or Korean Thanksgiving and Lunar New Year. According to Korea's National Statistics Agency, divorce cases in the months following Chuseok were higher than the month before in most of the 10 years leading up to 2019. So in October of 2019, a month after Chuseok, divorce filings rose to 9,859, which is a close to 10% increase from the previous month. The jump was even sharper the year before, with October 2018 recording a 34.9% spike compared to the previous month. Now, the same post-holiday pattern appears after the Lunar New Year as well, Seol. Between 2014 and 2019, divorce rates in the spring months of March to May were on average 11.5 times higher compared to the months of January and February. And experts say the timing isn't coincidental. They say holiday-related stress and long-standing family tensions tend to resurface during these periods, which often push couples past their breaking point.
Remember when summertime was all about, like, I don't know, cut off shorts
fun,
and
relaxation,
tanning? I was so much tan.
Just happy times, but you have to remember, reminiscing, we weren't in a serious relationship at the time, in a committed relationship at the time. So obviously, the context was a lot different, but I don't know. This seems to be the latest study by at least one group. So not sure.
Interesting, right? Listeners, how do you feel about that? Vacation to separation. Summer divorce rate. It's so high that it's a phenomenon in apparently every continent.
Yep.
Erica, let's move on to our second buzzword this morning. McDonald's Korea is putting local ingredients as sort of the star ingredient of its burgers and otherwise. And it's really a seasonal success story.
Yeah, and I found this story really interesting, and I think it's going in the right direction, this campaign by McDonald's. One of the most anticipated seasonal menu launches here in Korea isn't coming from some restaurant helmed by a star chef. It arrives at a fast food counter. McDonald's annual Taste of Korea campaign has grown into this nationwide sensation. It's celebrated not only by customers, but also by local governments as well as farmers.
Imagine using local fruit, especially the ugly looking ones, to juice it and put it in a McDonald's cup. The campaign, now in its fifth year, began in 2020 with a simple idea: spotlight local produce in a way that's both delicious and meaningful. And when we travel to different parts of the world, we see our same franchise, McDonald's or otherwise, and we think, hey, what's the local specialty? It's a funny thing to ask, but we do it, don't we?
Yeah. And there's so much YouTube content where, YouTube creators, they travel to different parts of the world and they try local menu at different countries or cities. Now, this campaign we're talking about, like you said, is in its fifth year, launched in 2020. And that year, the Naju pear chiller made its debut. It was prepared with pears sourced from Naju in Jeollanam-do province, which is home to 1/5 of South Korea's annual pear production. Now, that was followed by Hallabong citrus chiller, which used Jeju-do Island's iconic fruit, the Hallabong. Now, what began as a seasonal promotion has since evolved into one of the most ambitious local sourcing projects for Korea's fast food industry.
All right, so this is kind of exciting, right? Each year, McDonald's Korea selects a new region and a standout local ingredient to spotlight.
That's right. But here's the thing. The choice of the ingredient is kept tightly under wraps. It's strictly confidential until the official launch. Even reporters, apparently, are left guessing. So behind the scenes, teams conduct long-term market analyses to ensure that not only will the ingredient taste great, but that there's enough of it and it has to be of consistent quality, obviously, to meet nationwide demand for over a period of 4 to 5 weeks. Now, since its launch, the campaign has used more than 800 tons of locally grown produce from different parts of Korea, resulting in more than 24 million menu items sold.
All right, so for local farmers, securing a partnership with McDonald's means putting their harvest in national spotlight. Not only that, selling their supply.
Of course.
What is this year's ingredient du jour?
Yeah, so this year's ingredient is sweet potatoes from Iksan in Jeollabuk-do province.
Yeah.
This is where 60% of South Korea's sweet potatoes are grown. I had no idea, I just found out. It's the largest sourcing deal the McDonald's campaign has made yet. 200 tons of Iksan-grown sweet potatoes have gone into the new Iksan sweet potato mozzarella burger and muffin. And as in the past years, McDonald's has gone beyond the kitchen, actually. They've brought in local Iksan farmers to appear in their ad campaigns, just as they did last year, actually, with Chinju's chili pepper growers. That collaboration earned the company nods at several international advertisement festivals as well. Now, a McDonald's Korea spokesperson said the campaign's popularity feels like a blockbuster premiere almost every year. He added that the company sees the project as a way to support regional economies while introducing new creative flavors. And this year's sweet potato was chosen not just for the familiarity of the ingredient. I mean, Koreans love sweet potatoes. They put it on pizza and everything. But they chose the ingredient for the surprising versatility it offers in developing these inventive new recipes.
Sweet potato is my friend whenever I must go on a diet because it's so filling. It's a good kind of carbs, relatively speaking, and it helps with our sweet tooth. Now, if you put it in a mozzarella burger, I don't know if it starts being healthy, but it sounds delicious.
You know, mozzarella compared to other cheeses, I would say it's healthy, lots of protein. But do you know what? I love sweet potatoes myself. What I do is I buy a box of sweet potatoes, I roast them in the oven all at once, and then I pull them, and then I stick them in the freezer. And then every time I get hungry, I take out one or two and just heat them up. And it's a great snack, or even a simple meal, actually, when I'm feeling super lazy.
Meal plan ideas, folks. All right. Let's move on to our final story this morning on Social Media Minute. I don't like to generalize all the time, but sometimes if the shoe fits, when I think of Nordic countries in Europe, I think more discreet in outfit and mannerisms. And talk about discreet. Finland's president shocks with a surprise participation in local triathlon. I wonder how their equivalent of a Secret Service feels about this. The president is out for his marathon.
Right? So I don't know. I thought this was a super fun story. Finland's president, Alexander Stubb, made headlines over the weekend, not for his policy decision or a political summit, but for his performance in a local triathlon. So on July 11th, the 57-year-old president quietly entered a regional amateur triathlon event held in a city. It's called Yoroinen, competing under the initials AS rather than his full name. AS,
I guess if you know, hindsight is 2020, but nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed. Neither event organizers nor fellow athletes realized he was in the race until he stepped up to the starting line, apparently. I mean, his face is obviously well known. So everyone's like, what? Is that who we think he is?
Or is that a really good doppelganger? How challenging was the event, and how did the president do?
Yeah, the event consisted of a 500-meter swim, a 20-kilometer cycling course, and a 5-kilometer sprint run. President Stubb completed the course in 1 hour and 4 minutes, 19 seconds, which was just 1 minute and 19 seconds behind the winner.
What?
That means he came in second out of 45 male participants. Now, the winner later told the Finnish media that he was already aware of the president's, athletic ability, saying that while beating the head of state didn't feel like a personal trophy at first, but the excitement from everybody around him made him realize the weight of the moment.
I mean, I guess I'm the only one who didn't know. The president, excellent with policy making and athleticism. So is the president's love for triathlons well known in Finland, Erica?
Actually, apparently it is. In fact, he competed in the prestigious Ironman, a 70.3 World Championship in Lahti last year, placed 15th in the men's 50s division, which is an event known to attract Olympic-level athletes from all around the world. So this is really, really impressive. I mean, he's 57 years old. Not that 57 is old, but still.
I know.
I'm impressed.
It's really impressive. He came in second.
That's right.
That's something. Thank you so much, Erica. That was great fun as always. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.